Hey guys, welcome back.
Welcome back. And this is
Bestie
with my bestie. All right. Oh, I was talking about Bob's Burgers because I keep doing that. All right.
Yeah, all right.
So you definitely have to watch it.
Now that you say that, it's funny because someone at work says that.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, all right. And I'm like, I thought it was cute of her, like, to how she, like, just says it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe she got it from that.
Maybe.
Because I hear you say it and I automatically thought of her saying it.
It sounds the same as how she says it? Oh, probably.
Like the same way. So I'm like, okay.
Like, interesting.
So I'm going to watch it, especially because my cousin who told me to watch it, she's not too into shows or movies. She's very particular about what she watches.
Mm-hmm.
So when she tells me about something, I'm like intrigued automatically because I'm like, well, she doesn't really, So when there is something she really likes and she insists that I watch it, I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot at that point. So I just hadn't watched it yet because I've been watching White Lotus with Andy. And so, like, it's after work. We go do that.
Yeah, you have time for specific things. It's going to be a show that you're already watching.
Yeah, exactly.
Not like a new one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We'll keep you guys updated if she watches at least one episode of Bob's Burger.
Yeah, I really want to, though.
And same with me. I need to watch at least the start White Lotus.
That, or even if you want, like, an anime, just do the Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Please.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So good.
We'll keep you guys updated.
Mm-hmm.
And let's start the intro then.
Okay.
Do you want to start it?
Sure. Welcome back, guys. Another episode. I'm Marly.
I'm Vanessa.
And this is Bestie with my bestie. And this episode, we're going to be talking about looking through our significant other's phones. Just if we've done it before, maybe why we've done it or what we've found, or just, even if we're okay with our significant others looking through our phones, like if we mind or, just like a whole all around thought process on it.
Yeah.
So I personally don't mind if Andy looks through my phone. I literally have nothing on there.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't bug me. Of course, I feel like everybody's looked through someone's phone at least once in their life. Mm-hmm. It's just normal. We get curious. We wonder. Not even, I've looked through his phone, not even to find something or because I'm feeling a certain way. Not even like that, but I'm just like nosy.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Yeah.
And so I've done that before, haven't looked in a while.
Mm-hmm.
If I see or if I ever have a gut feeling to look through, then I will. But that's really it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, I guess it depends. Like every relationship has their own rules, if they're okay with it, if they're not, or, so yes. So I have looked before. He's looked through mine. I don't mind if he looks through mine. It's rare when I look through his.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you know like his passcodes and all that? Like passwords?
Mm-hmm.
You know his passwords to like his social media?
No.
That
I don't. I do for like his laptop. I do for his phone. But no, not social media. I'm sure I could figure it out, but I don't know it.
Yeah.
I guess. So what about you? Do you have his passcodes for everything?
Oh, yeah. We have each other's passcodes and we do go through each other's phones. Okay. And it's kind of one of those things where it's like that TikTok term, like BFFR. Be fucking for real.
Be fucking for real.
Like you said, I think everybody's gone through someone's phone in their life or they've been curious about it.
Yeah.
I hate when like people are like going through your partner's phone is so toxic and like you shouldn't ever go through like your partner's phone. And it's like,
if you have a reason to, why wouldn't you?
But then they'll throw it at you like, well, if he gives you a reason to, then why are you with him?
Well, because I can be overthinking something. I overthink a lot of things and maybe I just need to look through for clarity. And when I don't find something, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So everyone's just different. Some people can view it as toxic, and it can be toxic. It can get to a point where it's very toxic.
Yeah.
If you're constantly, obsessed over it and just like, let me see your phone, or like, oh, who are you texting? Like, oh, who just called? Like constantly, you know? It's a bit much.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it at that point, but it's not always toxic.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, no, I look through Eric's phone, he'll look through mine. Sometimes it's like he knows about it. Sometimes it's like when it's just laying there, I'll just go through it. It's not so like intentionally find something. Like I know I'm not going to find something, but same thing as you said, like you get curious. And also I think majority of the time when I go through his phone, it's to look at his photos, because maybe he has photos that he took of me and the kids, or he has of like the kids and I want to send it to my phone, or just kind of like stuff like that. But yeah, I've gone through his phone. I have his passcode. He has mine. We don't have each other's like passwords to social media. But I mean, like there is, like you said, same thing. There's nothing to hide. Right. He can go through my Instagram, my DMs, my followers. He can ask me questions. I'm like, yeah, like I have nothing to hide, you know? Yeah. It's pretty much an open book. I think it's healthy, especially right now, because our day and age is social media.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like our generation is now
based around
growing.
it.
Yeah, it's growing up with a phone, with an iPhone, with a touch screen, with just technology, and
with access to talk to so many people, not having to be in person.
Yeah, and I do agree with you. Like it's okay until it gets to an obsessive point where that's like you're constantly having to rely on going through your partner's phone like 24/7. Where that can be a problem.
Yeah.
And it could turn into a toxic situation where your partner can just get over it. You know? But as far as us, like even if he's on his phone in front of me, like I'll look over, I'm like, oh, what is he doing? You know, like, oh, who's he texting? Or I'll ask him, like, who are you texting? Who are you messaging? And he'll tell me, and same vice versa.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, yeah, we look at each other's phones. There's no problem with it. If we have questions, we'll respond, give our partner the answer, the reassurance, and be like, oh, you don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah.
You know,
it's just for this reason, or this is why, or this is who, whatever. Yeah. Just communication.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely. If you have a gut feeling and you know something's off, go through it.
Oh, yeah.
Go through it. If you don't know the passcode, when they're sleeping, get the Face ID.
Literally, get creative with it.
Here's the thing, I've never done that though. Like I'm not saying I've done it.
I've seen that.
But I'm like, if something happens, like I feel like women, I'm not going to say like, but there's this saying that's like, women are smarter at hiding stuff, which I think is true. Like we are smarter at hiding things. I think men think that they can get away with it, but they always get caught. But that's because we as women, I feel like, know every single like hole and loophole and where to look and where not to look, and we can go through a phone and find something.
I feel what it is like not even necessarily that we're good at hiding things, but we're good at finding things out.
Yeah.
And we can read your body language. We know if something's off. If we're asking you a question, we already know the answer.
We know the answer.
So it's like answer right and own up to it now while it's okay and while you have the chance.
Yeah.
Because then you don't want to be caught up in you already did something which was obviously bothersome since I'm asking a question about it and now you're lying, you're making it worse. So then that makes us wonder what else, you know?
But it's funny though, because guys can easily switch it. Like, well, if you know all this, that means you're doing it. No, it's like to us, it's like it's common sense.
Yeah, exactly. You know? Like it's more like a defense mechanism kind of a thing when it comes to technology.
Yeah,
we know what to look out for. And then there's other people. We get ideas from other people, especially off TikTok.
Yes.
I've gotten so many ideas of where to look for something or how to find this all off of TikTok because everyone's sharing, you know, everything. So it's not that I've necessarily done those things, but I know how to, if I needed to, find something out.
Yes. Yeah. So
yeah.
I think it's normal. If you go through your partner's phone, it's nothing to be like, oh, then you shouldn't be with him or that's unhealthy. It's like, no. It's actually healthy. I think it is.
Yeah.
You know, like you're tripping.
You're reassuring each other. That's just how your relationship is, and that's fine. Like
it would be more of a red flag if my partner didn't let me go through his phone. Because then I'm like, you're hiding something. Or
like, why is it such a big deal?
Yeah. Like that's more of a red flag than, oh, you go through his phone? Like that's toxic. No, what's toxic is him not giving his partner, like the reassurance. Access. That's what it is. I mean, I understand though, like when do you think is an appropriate time when talking to someone to like, or like talking, it's getting serious, like maybe you're having doubts or you're like,
I don't think it's ever necessarily too soon in the way of if you have a gut feeling about something, follow it, check it out. But if it's pretty early on and you're already having that kind of a feeling about it, just be careful, because then, I don't know. The first time I ever looked through Andy's phone, I don't even know. It was a long time.
Did you ask for permission or did you do it secretly?
Oh, I did it secretly.
Okay.
Yeah, I will not lie. I did it secretly.
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever a time where I'm like, hey, can I look through your phone? I've never done that before. So every time is secretly.
Got it. Ours
but
is
it's not much of a secret since he's editing this now. So...
But obviously you're in the clear because you guys are married and obviously still together.
Yeah.
For me, it's for me and Eric, it's both. Sometimes I know he'll go through my phone without me knowing. And sometimes he knows I'll go through his phone without me telling him.
Yeah.
But then there's a lot of times where I'm like, can I see your phone? He's like, yeah, sure, here.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, do my own thing.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, like I'm just bored of his phone. I'm like, oh, there's nothing.
Yeah.
Not like nothing like too fine, but like his phone's just so different. His algorithms, everything. Like it's just like his niche, his own stuff. And same thing for me. He goes, can I see your phone? I'm like, yeah, here. And like my mom calls, I'm like, can you answer that? If my sister messages him, I'm like, oh, like who's that? He's like, oh, your sister's here. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I think that is awesome.
It just goes to show that everything's fine.
Yeah.
Like the trust is there. I don't think it's a bad thing.
Yeah. But I remember too, like the first time where there's also memes where it's like when he tells you to, like if he's driving and he gets a message and he tells you to open his phone and it's like that feeling where it's like, oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Like, yeah.
It's also like our standards are so low, but it's like
literally it's like sad, but yeah.
Like we're getting there. We're getting close.
I know. Yeah. Literally.
I'm trying to think of a different situation. So if let's say Andy was like against it.
Would I still look through his phone?
Or would that be a problem for you?
Didn't like it?
Like, let's just say you guys, you're falling. This is like in the beginning of the years, hypothetically. Let's go back. You're dating Andy. You've never gone through his phone. You brought it up to him and he's like, no. Like, you have nothing to worry about. Like, I need you to trust me. But like, this is just like my personal stuff. Like, no. Would you continue a relationship? Would you think it's too much of a red flag? Would it bother you mentally?
I think I would stay with him. I'm still going to check it.
Secretly.
I'm still going to check it secretly, I'm going to stay with him. And that would make me want to check it just by him saying that. But after checking it, so after him saying that, I would go check it.
Yeah.
When he's asleep or whatever. But after that, then I wouldn't check it again until I felt I had a reason to. So if I feel like have that gut feeling, I have a reason to go check it, I'm going to check it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't call off the relationship because I'm just going to do it secretly.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
And protocol, ladies, if you ever go through your man's phones, because I've done this in the past, not like with Eric, but like let's just say my ex was good at hiding stuff. Like he would have secret apps that would say it's something, but then you put a passcode and it's like a vault of hidden stuff.
Oh,
yeah. So if that ever happens to you, you screenshot, you record it, you take screenshots. Well, actually, no. If you're on his phone, you use your phone to take photos of everything. Photos and videos. You need the evidence.
Yep.
And then send it to yourself. So that way, if you ever catch him in a lie or something, you've got the cold
Hard
proof. Like, this is it,
That's
mother
your
effer.
backup. Yeah, seriously, because he can always delete it, but then you'll have it there.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have the evidence. Like, no,
Yep.
like you got the receipts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
yeah, so yeah, that was good.
that was good.
So our long story short, It's healthy. We're for it. We go through it.
Yeah, I cannot say I would never do it again.
I'll probably do it tonight.
Just for fun.
Give me your phone.
We'll do an episode where we're just looking through their phones. Imagine.
Yeah, oh my God. We're like, oh. I think it's your turn for Z Popsicles.
Where's Z Popsicle? What's a sex position that you've never tried that you're curious about?
I mean, I feel like I've tried them, but we stick with what we know.
Yeah.
Like, but there's also certain positions that just don't work out for us. Like, for me personally, like, I do like doggy style, but it does hit my cervix, so it's painful.
Gotcha.
So for that one, it's not like the best one for us, and like that's the one that we don't really do as much.
Right.
Another one is like if you're laying side by side, like that one's nice, but I feel like it doesn't do anything. Cause I feel like, you're both on your sides, and I'm like little spoon, he's big spoon, and like that whole motion I think is complicated. Like,
okay.
Maybe it's because like the height, I don't know if it's a height difference or something, but
the angle
angle.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true. I would like to try that one more, actually, the side by side, because I've only done it so many times, because it's like exactly, you end up sticking to what you like, what your favorites are.
Your go-tos.
But I would like to, try that one. What is your number one?
My number one?
Yeah.
If it's not like missionary, which is always like my favorite, because, like it's just intimate. It's intimate and romantic. I like that one. Mm-hmm. But if not that one, then it's like, I don't want to say it's like doggy style, but like I'm laying on my stomach flat.
Yeah.
That one.
It's, I like that one too. Okay. I like that one too.
I don't really do, what's it called? I'm interested in like reverse cowgirl.
That one's painful for me.
But I don't think he cares for that. He doesn't care for it.
Andy loves that one.
I think I've tried it once, but it was uncomfortable for him.
Wow, it's uncomfortable for me. Like, or at times, like it has to be at a certain, I don't know what it is, but sometimes it'll hurt.
Yeah, it's certain angles. Like you can be, or like sometimes I'm fine in one position, but then like in the split second, it can like maybe the angle's off or something.
Yeah,
it's
because
just, like,
sometimes
painful.
it's good, but sometimes like, ooh, that one will hurt me. Mm-hmm. But going off of that though, I love then like, so I'm facing this way, and I love like, so I'm facing that way, and I love when I lean back and I lay back on him, if that makes sense. I don't know how else to describe it. So he's laying down on his back, and I'm like reverse cowgirl, and then I just lean back and I'm laying on him. Yes. I love that. Mm-hmm. I love that one, and I like being on top. That is my number one favorite.
For me personally, he's always doing it, because for him, he likes to take charge. Mm-hmm. So it's like, you do your thing, sir. Yeah, cool. Whenever I try to get on top, I'm like tapping out the first 5 seconds. I'm like, I can't do this. I do not have the Megan Stallion knees. Yeah. I'm like, I'm tired. Yeah. I hit the gym all the time. I'm like, I can't do this. Mm-hmm. It does feel good. It's amazing when you're on top, when the girls are on top, but it's like, I can't last. I can't.
That's my number one.
I don't know how guys do it. I can't do it.
I love it. Yeah.
But yeah, so
those two are my favorite.
But is there a position that you've never tried that you want to do?
Never. You know what? There was actually, I don't know where I saw this. I want to say it was like a long time ago in Hastings or something. So they had like a bunch of books in their like library section right there. Yeah. And I think there was a tiny little book that had a bunch of different sex positions.
Yeah.
There's so many we have not tried,
ones.
obviously.
It's
yeah.
like, what?
I know, but off the top of my head, there's nothing I would necessarily want to try that I haven't tried. Mm-hmm. Not that I wouldn't try it, because I'm always up for trying new things, but there's just nothing off the top of my head that I could think of at the moment, you know? Mm-hmm. I would like to try out the side-by-side one a little more and experiment with it, because I feel like you felt the same way I did. Like, it's like, but I feel like I would want to go ahead and try it again to make it better. Yeah. If that makes sense. Like, it's play around with it. Yeah.
But I think it's getting a hang of that one.
Exactly. You know? And it's kind of, it kind of reminds me of what I was explaining about reverse cowgirl, like laying down, but sideways. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
So I would want to experiment with that a little more, actually.
There's crazy ones where it's like, it looks uncomfortable for the girl.
Which one?
One that I think I would want to try that I've seen is like, you guys are both sitting up and like you're like, your legs are over each other, facing each other. Like, I know that's one. So it's like, if I'm
like sitting?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I've never tried it. I've heard a lot of girls are like, I like this one. I'm just like, how does that?
I like it.
You're just, I can see why. Yeah. But I've never tried that one. So I think maybe that one.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah. You should try it.
Yeah?
Try it.
I think I will. Eric.
Yeah. Wink, wink.
See you in the bedroom. But yeah, there's crazy ones where it's like the girl's like on her head and the guy's like sitting on her. Like, I'm like, is that a joke?
Is that like a real, like, you find enjoyment out of it? I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily want to try those. I don't want something up in my neck. Yeah. I'm good. Yeah. Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Those are ours. Maybe like in the future, like, we can think about it again or something, and just like other topics where we feel like, oh, I should have said this. We can always come back to it another time.
Keep you guys updated. But yeah, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Let us know again in the comments if you agree with this, if any of the topics that we talked about in this episode you related to. Yep. If you look through your significant partner's phone, if you've had horrible experiences or you're going through something with it right now. Yeah. You can DM us at TWBestie on Instagram. Yeah. And then, just let us know your overall thoughts. If you have any topics you guys want us to cover or go over or talk about. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the little notification bell to be notified when we post on YouTube. It's usually weekly. Yeah. Like, we try to do every Wednesdays, once a week, every Wednesday. Yeah. But don't forget to follow Marly and me. We'll leave our deliverable social handles down below. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.